Let's talk about the bullpen a little bit. And as we know, every team would love to have a lockdown closer. They had that in Clay Holmes, the Yankees did, but that sort of fell by the wayside as he got injured. Jack, we've talked about this before. Is Aaron Boone looking for lanes for his pitchers coming out of the bullpen?
I think he absolutely is. He has talked about that, how he's not going to have a traditional closer and a traditional setup man. He said multiple relievers could close. And it's interesting how long the baseball season is, because there was a point in time this year where the Yankees had the best setup man and closer in baseball. It was Michael King and Clay Holmes. Well, King is done for the season, and Holmes obviously hasn't been himself. Michael Kay talked about how Holmes is such an important part of what the Yankees need to do. I'm not sure how much Boone is going to trust him right away. I think Loaisiga and Trevino are the first two out of the bullpen in the highest leverage situation.
Yeah, Loaisiga is the best pitcher in the Yankee bullpen, who's been throwing the ball the best out of anybody coming down the stretch. So I think if there are important outs, Ramirez, that's what with the one hitter we're going to be looking at. If that's maybe in a big spot in the seventh inning, I think Jonathan Loaisiga is in that spot. And then Aaron Boone will figure it out after that. Trevino, obviously, a very good option down there. Wandy Peralta will be coming back. You feel good about him. But Clay Holmes is a wild card in this thing. I mean, he hasn't thrown for a long time. You get a cortisone shot in your shoulder. It's not that easy just to say, oh, he's going to be Clay Holmes from the first half. I think the first time he gets on a mound in a postseason game, everybody's going to be paying attention. Will he be a factor moving forward, positively or possibly negatively?
All right, so I'll ask you this because you brought it up to Michael, and I'll get both your opinion. You mentioned that based on the status of the bullpen right now, you could see starters going longer. Do you think they'll push them a little further in the game if the pitch count isn't too high?
Absolutely. I think this is a completely different postseason for the Yankees than the last couple of years, where the starting pitchers have to go deep into ball games. And by deep, I mean those outs in the fifth and sixth inning that are usually so critical to get the ball to the back end guys. I think Aaron Boone's going to say, hey, Garrett Cole, Nestor Cortez, and Luis Severino, I trust you guys more in the middle of these games than bringing in a reliever like, I don't know, Lucas Litke, if he's going to be on this roster. So I think the outs in the sixth inning for me, Jack, are probably going to be the most important.
A couple of months ago, as we were peering ahead to the postseason, I would have thought that Cole would be the only starter who would get that kind of leash. Now, as you just said, John, because of injuries and ineffectiveness, that has changed. Boone managed throughout this season with the idea that he didn't really want some of his starters to get that third time through the order with the batting order. I don't think that's going to happen in the postseason. Cole absolutely will get that opportunity. I think Cortez has earned that opportunity. And with the way that Severino has pitched, why would you not want a Severino throwing 100 miles in the sixth inning? What's your option? As John just said, who else are you bringing out of the bullpen right now that's going to be better than a Severino with that kind of stuff?